we're going to get into something. Today we're going to do a reaction video. We haven't done one of these in a very, very, very long time. And
go ahead.
What? Go.
I was going to say, we haven't done one of these that I've not watched before, so I don't know how this is going to go, y'all. So
Exactly. So she kind of spoiled it because I was going to say that this time we're going to try something out where she's going to get blindsided. I've selected a video to play, and it's from tonight's conversation.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whether you've been married 1 or 20 plus years, at some point you realize you married into crazy. And that's what our show is all about. If your marriage or relationship is compassionate, real, accountable, zealous and yielding, or just plain crazy, Snooks and Lovey offer love, laughter, and a dose of reality as they unpack this thing called marriage. Sit back, relax, and get your ear hustle on. It's time to start the conversation.
Welcome back to another episode of the Married into Crazy podcast with Snooks and Lovey.
I'm Snooks.
I'm Lovey, and we are your favorite crazy couple. Look, you could be doing a lot of different things, and we're so grateful that you've actually come back to rock with us for a little while. Doesn't matter if you're driving, on your commute, in the garden, going on a walk, whatever. You've chosen to hang out with us, and we're super appreciative because we talk about all things marriage, and we have a very unique perspective. We've been married almost how many years?
29. Oh, almost 30 years. I'm
30.
sorry.
We're
We've been
coming up
married
on 30.
29
See,
years.
she's confused. She's confused. Fellas, if you do it right, they'll walk around in a daze.
Wow.
All day long. No, but let me put it out like this.
Wow. Okay.
Almost 30 years. We've been together 31 years, married for almost 30. And it's been a ride. It's been a ride, ups and downs. But today,
I'm like, clarify that right, sir.
we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to get into something. Today, we're going to do a reaction video. We haven't done one of these in a very, very, very long time. And
Go ahead.
what? Go.
I was going to say, we haven't done one of these that I've not watched before, so I don't know how this is going to go, y'all. So
Exactly.
we
So she kind of spoiled it because I was going to say that this time we're going to try something out where she's going to get blindsided. I've selected a video to play, and it's from tonight's conversation. And it's just a little bit of a dialogue, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to kind of react to what was being said, give our perspective as well based on our almost 30 years of marriage. And then going forward in the future, she's going to have the opportunity to blindside me as well. So keep an eye out for those reaction videos. But before we go into that, make sure you go over to marriedintocrazy.com and look at all the different ways that we're blessing couples left and right when it comes to marriage. And look, wherever you're watching us, wherever you're listening to us, however you're participating, make sure you subscribe, like, share, right? Do all the things. Give the ratings if you can, the whole 9 yards. But you got anything to say?
No, let's just get this show on the road.
Ooh, she looks so excited. All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's get into this. I'm going to bring up the conversation.
Oh, it better not be no foolery.
It's no foolery.
Okay.
Here we go.
The reason why marriages today are in trouble is because people think it's the end goal instead of the starting point.
Rewind.
You think you won the race when no, that is just registration table. You know what I'm saying? There is a marathon to continue. And when we celebrate, so we celebrate the wedding and the pictures, and we do all this hype, and then after you do that big payoff, now it's what's next. A lot of us spent more time planning the wedding, what the colors was gonna be, who our bridesmaid and groomsmen, but we didn't go to therapy before. We didn't actually map out a plan. We said those traditional vows that wasn't even specific to us. We didn't even make a covenant with each other. We didn't make a contract. We didn't have the emergency procedures. So my point is, I want everybody to think about that. Marriage is not the end goal, it's the starting point. The end goal is not me marrying you. The end goal is me dying married to you.
Thoughts?
Okay. I mean, I agree with them. I agree that, excuse me, there are a lot of people who think that once you got married, well, that's it. I mean, we see that all the time within our coaching. And when we're talking to different couples, I didn't know it was going to be this hard. I didn't know blah, blah, whatever. And It's like, well, yeah, it's work, but it's the best work that you could ever do.
Well, it's true.
Besides being a parent. I don't know. Sometimes parenting. No, but
sometimes you got to parent your wife too. You have to. There's a whole other level of parenting where we got to do some teaching and so forth. But yeah.
Wow. So you're not trying to get to 30 years. I'm just figuring that out. But anyway, no, but he's absolutely correct when we think about, and I can speak to it personally because we're planning our 30th anniversary, right?
Right.
The
true.
party. So we're doing all the stuff. Got to get the dress. Got to get the cake. The music for the DJ. I mean,
so if we had special effects right now,
intensive.
you'd be hearing cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Dollar signs would be popping up.
But he's so grateful that we have the ability to pay for it, aren't you, babe?
I am.
Okay, thanks, Lovey.
Yes, ma'am.
Just making sure. Good answer. Clock it.
No, but go ahead. Speak on that 30 years.
No. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying as far as to his point about we spend all this time with the preparations for the big day. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that because the big day is almost like the big reveal. You know what I'm saying?
True. It's almost, in the culture that we live in right now, and it's so funny. It was even apparent in our 7-year-old. So Isaiah just had his birthday. He just turned 7. And God bless him. When he was opening up his gifts for his birthday, he didn't call it opening his gifts. Do you remember what the phrase he used?
No.
He said, I'm unboxing.
He did say that, unboxing. Where did he even hear that?
Well, that's today's culture, right? So when you look at YouTube, all the kids, they're like, oh, they receive a package. Like, oh my God, it's finally here.
Gotcha.
So prepare for the unboxing, and it's all this pop culture stuff that's going on, right? So same thing is actually happening. Not just the unboxing, it's the unboxing of your relationship, the unboxing of your wedding. You're right about the dress, the motif, the dance. Everybody wants to do their...
Because you want everything to be perfect on your special day. And again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. The problem is that when, just like to his point, when you think that is the finish line, that is not the finish line. That's the, well, I won't even say, he said that's the starting point. And okay, I'll go with that because everything before that was the preparation, the practice. You got to go to practice. You got to be blah, 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 whatever. So you're doing all the stretching and eating right and whatever it is for that particular moment. But as long as we don't, have the big day, have all that, but understand there is still work to be done. And I hate when it sounds so negative. It's not negative. I tell everybody, people, I would say I believe in happily ever after. Oh, that's fairy tale. That's blah, blah, blah. And there is no happily ever after. It really just depends on what it is that what it looks like for you. This is happily ever after for me. That includes the work that I have to do. That includes when I want to put them in a chokehold and tell them to go to sleep, tap out, bruh. Please tap out. But I understand that all of that is inclusive to my happily ever after. Now, that may not be how someone else explains what they got going on. And, well, if I'm arguing or I'm not happy about, no, that's momentary. It's very temporary. Well,
I like what he said too, though. As I said, we didn't go through therapy. We didn't talk about the covenant. We didn't come up with a contract. We didn't come up with all these different things. And it's in that preparation. Now, what you did do, though, the contracts you did look at, more times than not, had to do with the venue, had to do with the musicians, had to do with the DJ, had to do with the videographer, all of that. And that was all just to kind of say, okay, here, just to chronicle, here's the beginning of the race. And the challenge of it is, it's the culture we live in the world. Everybody was so excited for the Olympics, right? Short races. He said it's a marathon. In that clip, he says marriage is a marathon. And the challenge is, in the Olympics, everybody wants to watch the sprints. Everybody loves watching the 100 meters, the 200 meters, the 400 meters, even the mile. The mile used to be a long distance run. Now it's a sprint as well. So they like watching all of those things. They'll watch the beginning. They will watch the middle, and they will
come back for the end.
Watch the end.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the marathon, we sit there, people will watch. I don't even think they watch the beginning. What they'll end up watching, though, is they want to see the finish line. They want to see it. And everybody mistakes that finish line, just like he was talking about, as the starting point. Oh, we got married. We celebrate. And don't get me wrong. We're supposed to celebrate our anniversaries. I think that's a wonderful thing to celebrate. But that's not it. It's almost like the whole concept of the dash. When people pass away, they focus on the birth date and the going home date. But the most important part
is the dash.
What
did you do in the middle?
All those things that transpired during that dash. And the exact same thing is true for our marriages, where it's the starting point is fantastic, right? That's fun. That's the gun going off like, let's go.
For some people.
We're not going to go there.
If you know, you know.
And the dash, though, is that journey that we're going to. I mean, people talk about this in business all the time. Mm-hmm. Right, where so many folks are. I just had a conversation with someone about this. That so many people are focused on, that mountain peak. I'm going to climb this mountain. I'm going to achieve this goal, and I'm going to reach this destination. And at that destination, it's like, there's a very short, very brief, excitement because you achieved it. But then it's like, okay, what's next? Now you got to set a new goal, which is generally going to be another peak. And then you realize that, you know what? The reward is not the peak, the goal, the accomplishment. The goal, the real reward, the gold is in the doing, in the journey. Because what you're doing during that period is what's going to get you to the next peak. And then once you get there, what you did during that journey is going to get you to the next peak. And the reason why I bring all that up is because you're not the same woman I married 30 years ago. I'm not the same man that you married. Thank God I'm not the same man.
Amen. No.
I'm not the same man that she married all those years ago. I have morphed, I don't know how many times, as has she. But it's one of those things that as we reach out to each other, she's peaked. She's gone to something else, and then she's gone to another peak. But during that journey, as she's going through her travels, her growth, her metamorphosis, I had to actually continue to fall in love over and over again. And it's that journey of actually meeting each other where we're at.
I feel like that's a good point. Just because people always say he's not the same person that I met before, that I was with.
So often,
she's not the same. She's changed. And it's like, well, yeah, everything changes, but how willing are you to change with that? We all should be evolving, right? Now there's the challenge comes when, if it's deviant behavior, if the change is deviant behavior, that's not what we want to see change. But we all should be evolving, and we all should be talking about when the evolution comes, when, the things that I'm going through, I don't just wake up one morning and I don't feel like I just woke up one morning and I was a different person. I feel like change. Whatever. I feel like change comes over time. Because little things will be different, little. And then the next thing I know, it's like I'm this person. You don't think that happened?
It does. But I'm like, okay, so I'm a Gemini. And the house.
Say less. That's enough right there, right? We already know.
Here come the jokes. She got jokes.
I don't have jokes.
But I'm saying, they talk about how Geminis flip-flop. Me and Kiki, the twins, right?
Flip-flop.
Kiki and I, they say that we flip-flop.
I'm flipping, I'm flopping. I'm flipping, I'm flopping.
All I know is that this woman next to me that sleeps in my... I don't know who I'm going to wake up next to on a daily basis.
What you mean?
Ooh, moody.
Wow.
I'm just saying...
You think I'm moody?
No. Okay, look, but I'm just saying that there's shifts.
Yeah, we're going to have a talk after the talk. Nah.
No, but there are shifts that take place. No, I'm just joking.
But to your point, though, there are shifts that happen. And a lot of times those shifts are situational. So... with that is something that people don't take into consideration either. We talked before about seasons, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we're in different seasons. Like we're in different seasons, but sometimes we're in different seasons. He's in winter, I'm in spring, or whatever that spring season looks like, whatever that winter season looks like. We're not always in the same season. That's where a lot of times the conflicts come.
Facts. And
I know. No.
The joy, though, it comes again. We're in that marathon, right? That middle piece, that dash that we're talking about, even for your marriage. recognizing what season you're in, taking the time to try and figure out, oh, okay, what season is she in? What season am I in? All right, are we aligned? Are we equally yoked in this particular time or where we're at within our relationship? And then having those conversations, because again, it's not about the acute. It's not the things that are happening on a day-to-day basis. We need to be able to take a step back because, like the gentleman said in tonight's conversation, the end goal, quite honestly, is not to really focus overly on the starting point. It's on the end point. The end point is I want to die married to you. That sounds funny saying I want to die married to you.
But it does, but we get it. You know what I mean? But it's till death do us part. I don't want us to be apart for any other reason unless something happened to him.
Yeah, she can't get out of this unless, she dies.
Wow, that sounds a little scary.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
She can't get out of it.
Oh, you know what? There's a CSI episode coming on right about.
That's okay. I watched Snapped yesterday. No, I'm playing.
No, but that's it. So, you know what? Let us know what you think about this episode. If you want us to continue to do reactions, we're going to try this out for a little while and do a few blindsides. Now, we're going to have the traditional.
We're not going to be doing a whole lot of blindsides on me, though. I'm going to let you know that right now.
Oh, just wait. This was the tester. This was the easy one.
No.
Oh, I'm going to come at you with some tomfoolery and some Ernie foolery. Some Lovey foolery.
Some Lovey foolery.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot that's going to come.
LF.
But let us know your thoughts, right? Hit us up on the DMs. Let us know. No, don't get my DMs, ladies.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Get off me, ladies.
Don't love me like you do.
Look, no, but definitely jump in the comments. Let us know what you think of this right here and if we should actually continue this. But I do know that we're going to try it out for a little while. And again, it won't be every single episode. We are still going to be bringing you subject matter experts. We're going to be bringing you interviews. And there's things that are happening in our relationship and things that we discover through our trials and tribulations as well as our discoveries that we want to share with you as well and open it up for conversation.
So I know Lovey kind of spoke on it a little bit earlier, but I just want to reiterate the 2027 Winter Ball and Marriage Conference is coming up February 5th and 6th in Sacramento. Same location as it was. Get your tickets. It's early bird special right now. We got some really nice things going on. We got great speakers. We are ready to get down with it.
And this conference is going to be exactly what you asked for. We've had a conference where we've had a live band. We've had a conference where we've actually had a DJ. The overwhelming majority says we love the DJ because we're able to mix up the music a little bit. So we're coming back with the same DJ. We actually have the request for the same guy. So we're bringing a DJ Anointed back. On top of that, people said that, can you please sell tickets early because the last couple of years, it's been over the holiday season. And so can you open up early so we're not running dead smack into the holiday season? So we did that. So, and we added VIP. Some people said we want to actually have something or the opportunity to do something a little different than everybody else. We don't just want general admission. Can you do something? And we said yes. So
and it's going to be a masquerade ball.
And it is going to be a masquerade ball.
So get
on
your
Friday
gowns
night.
Out. That's all I care
Gowns
about.
and your masks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So you're going to start to see more and more, but you can go to marriedintocrazy.com, click on MIC conference, and you'll be able to get all the details.
And what's that? Who is that? Future? Mask off. That's going to be our theme.
Get it. So anyway, hey, until the next time.
Be blessed.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Married Into Crazy podcast with Snooks and Lovey. Please like, subscribe to, and review the show wherever you access it, and tell a friend about us. Visit marriedintocrazy.com and see how Snooks and Lovey can bless your marriage directly.